Now at 6, folks in Rock Hill asking, where do I start as storm damage is now scattered through homes and yards. We know part of the city is torn up tonight after a severe thunderstorm blew through that area over the weekend. We're talking 90 miles per hour winds here, golf ball sized hail.
Yeah, look at this. This is the downpour that people were dealing with. We appreciate the video and the pictures sent in. We always say that, and we appreciate that because it helps us tell this story right now. Now, there are still more than 800 people without power at this hour. Rock Hill schools were forced to go remote today because of some of the things you're seeing. Buses, we're told, were damaged, and food trucks couldn't get through because the roads were blocked by trees. We've now learned the district is going remote tomorrow, too, to give people a little bit more time to get up on all this work and to clean up. The National Weather Service crews, they were on the ground today as well, taking a closer look at the damage you're seeing, along with our Brad Panovich and Kaylin Hagwood.
Yes, we have live team coverage with both of them tonight. We do want to start with Brad. So what have you seen out there today, Brad? What did experts tell you about this storm?
Well, we kind of knew over the weekend after the storm moved through, even though people thought it could have been a tornado, there was pretty clear evidence on radar it wasn't. But when you see this damage, like this home behind me, you kind of wonder, like, what kind of wind speeds were you going to see out of this storm? And the straight line winds produce winds that were between 60 and 90 miles per hour. It's called the downburst, but the size of the downburst could either be a microburst, which is small, or in this case, a macroburst, which means it was very large. So it produced the equivalent of what was an EF1 or EF2 tornado over a very large area. But the Weather Service came out here, found that the damage path was pretty wide, and all indications are that it was straight line winds. This is what they said today at our press conference.
I'll be the first to admit that didn't quite highlight exactly how strong this was. As a meteorologist in the office, you don't really know exactly what's going on underneath it. You know it's hailing very large. You know the winds are blowing exactly what you're getting. But we try to forecast that.
And so this storm kind of caught people off guard because they thought it was just a regular severe thunderstorm. Now, the wind was one thing, guys, but the hail was incredible. I have kind of a little example of how big the hail was. We've got golf ball, tennis ball, and baseball size. So this ranges from 1.5 inch in diameter to about 2 3/4 inch. They did find 3-inch diameter hailstones, and this is pretty bad by itself. This has a terminal velocity, which means the speed that it falls, roughly between 65 and 70 miles per hour. But get this, because this was inside the downburst, the wind blew this hail at an additional 60 to 90 miles per hour. So you had, in some cases, 130, 140 mile per hour hail projectiles hitting homes, cars, and businesses. And that's why the damage was so extensive down here in Rock Hill.
Thank goodness it wasn't deadly. Man, what a miracle.
That could cause some real problems.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Brad, thanks for giving us a bird's eye view of what was seen on the ground as well.